What's up, Rockers and Valid here. Not too much time for introductions. We're trying to fit a 46-minute clan war into 14 minutes. It's a war between HQ and PTOB. First match between Cross and Reporter. You can see the first two turns, Stone Edge and Sleep Powder missed both turns. Finally, Stone Edge connects, but unfortunately Sleep Powder doesn't. Unfortunately for Cross. And finally, he doesn't get the Sleep Powder off. Focus Sash didn't help him because he died to Stone Edge. Putting Stone Edge down to 4 PP, by the way. Yu comes in, sets up a nasty plot. Somehow, surprisingly outspeeds Tornadus. This would have been a modest variant. Kills it in one hit. He's going to hit Politoed here. Another Psychic. And that Politoed lives it like a beast. Very specially defensive Politoed. As Ferrothorn comes in, he sets up the next nasty plot, which looks like it mattered. Because Ferrothorn and Rain can live a lot. Flanders comes in, he's just gonna scout out for the U-turn, see what he does. He just stays in. Doesn't care about the Perish Song, he just wants to try to get one last kill, and he does. Now the game is 4-3 in Cross's favor. Nidoking versus Landorus, not the best matchup. Probably both scarfed. And Cross decides not to switch out, either expecting a U-turn or expecting Landorus not to be scarfed. Thunderous comes in. So now that he knows it is scarfed, he can predict, but Focus Blast misses, which didn't affect anything because it would have resisted. Night Daze revealing it's a Zoroark, so if he would have stayed in an Earthquake, that would have actually not been a bad idea. Landorus coming out again, probably the U-turn out. Yep, U-turns out. Does not get the switch initiative because just how it is when you kill the thing with U-turn. Salamence coming out, you can tell it's Moxie because no Intimidate. Goes for Dragon Dance, trying to set up his physical attack and speed. But then he decides to go for Fire Blast and Rain. Yeah. Just let that sink in. He sets up his attack and then goes for a special attack that's weakened by the Rain. Oh well. So now, Landorus has to not miss at all, and see, he's got 1 PP left on Stone Edge then. Misses, and the running out of PP does not matter because he dies. The miss affected everything. HQ winning the first match, and now Walshinator versus A-Stark. Making a pretty good prediction first turn, sending in the Jellicent to take the water move. He goes for Taunt on the Protect. There wasn't really much to do. It was a Protect. And he taunts that, which was nice because that thing can Spore, Leech Seed, do all kinds of stuff. Brings in his Tyranitar to take the Giga Drain because it's a physical or a special wall, obviously. And Politoed comes out, gets rid of the sand. Becomes a weather war. Jirachi comes in, I'm believing that to be a wall set. Yeah, sets up a sub to block the Will-O-Wisp. Already at +1, not much. Why do I call it Love D-Net? Not much, what's the name of that? Jellicent. Not much Jellicent can do right now. And he turns it into a Sandstorm, giving the chance to miss. If he goes for Thunder. GTFO telling him to please GTFO. Trying to break the sub here. It's not going to happen. This is where Walshinator realizes that Jellicent is heavy, so Grass Knot will do a lot to it. And now Walshinator is up 6-4 already, but well, 10-16 is not quite already, but it is That is how the game is going. Skarmory comes in to try to do some shuffling, and then goes for the attack, gets spored, and becomes useless. Probably the best thing he had on his team to deal with Jolteon here, and now it's Sleep. PTOB comes out, setting up the ring, but amazingly, Skarmory gets the first turn, well, second turn wake up, and thinking that Thunder is going to miss or he's going to overpredict, he stays in. Or that, or he just didn't care if Skarmory died. Thunder hits, gets a crit. Well, obviously it's going to hit because it's in the rain, but the crit most likely didn't matter after the defense drop, and it's a powerful move and all that stuff. 6-2, and Ace Dark Rage quits. Now with HQ 1, PTOB 1. Gems Lover versus Weiss. Weiss going for the typical U-turn on the lead Genesect to scout out some moves. Try to get a switch advantage, as they tend to do. And Gems brings in the Dusk Gloves. Well, Weiss brings in Xatu, which is pretty decent. Xatu's good against, I don't know why I can't talk. Xatu is good against Dusknoir, and now it's revealed that it has hidden power fire, so it can just predict everything. Xatu seems like it must be a pretty big threat to her team. It says predictions going everywhere. Pain Split is not blocked by Mirror Magic Mirror. Not that it matters, because Xatu is not going anywhere. Disabled its own disable. Well done. There's the Dark Pulse, and main hope here is for it to be mixed, which it wasn't, so she has to switch. Rizion got Sacred Sword. This might be a good matchup. Nearly full health Skarmory coming in trying to take a hit, but can't. Well, it can, I'm sorry. What I meant to say was hidden power can't kill it. Brave Bird's quad super effective, so that's an obvious knockout. Starmie gets some decent damage off on Genesect. And Genesect looks like it's pretty much sweepy time. Weiss at the huge advantage. Dusclops nearly dead. And now dead. 3-6. This thing comes in, expecting it not to be mixed, goes for the fighting move, but since Chansey is Chansey, it lives it quite well. Goes for another Focus Blast and misses. Now, hopefully trying to get Chansey down to 70% before dying. Heatran again can't do anything. It's pretty much Chansey's game. Looks like she must not have any more physical attackers. Fire Blast, probably going for the burn. Balloon Pop, if that mattered in some way. Pretty much the end here. Now, final. Likely one of the 6 things on his team can take Starmie. Mainly Chansey and Genesect, and I don't know what else, but I'm sure he's got 3 things. And that is a 6-0. PTOB up 2-1 against HQ. Now we see a lead Gallade, very rare. Setting up the Stealth Rock through Magic Coat, going for a Reflect. He's probably a dual screener. He is. Victini comes in. It's a Shell Smash recipient, as you may have just noticed by the Huntail being dragged out, that this is a Smash Pass team. Confuse Ray is used, unexpected by everyone. Goes for Scald. The burn would have been amazing. Does not get it. Would have been amazing for Zero Fenrir. Would have been bad for Zero Fenrir. Whoa. I don't know how that happened. Must definitely be a Scarf Star after. Everything on Blue Fire's team must be really, really slow. Alakazam coming in on that Magic Guard Focus Sash. One of the easiest ways to stop a sweep. Gets a crit on Uxie, which pretty much means Uxie won't be doing anything else. Here, it's something not many people know, that light screen actually affects Psyshock. Even though it says the opponent's special defense was raised, it's more like your special attack was lowered. Because Psyshock hits on the physical spectrum, as you likely know. Now it's up 4-2. Now it's up 4-1. Zero Fenrir. Looking like Zero Fenrir's game. And it is. Earthquake takes out the Gorybus, Weiss versus A-Stark for the tiebreaker match. It's 2-2. A-Stark leads with Tyranitar, who gets schooled by a U-turn into Chansey. Skarmory gets burned, but that is the most Sigilyph can do to Skarmory. Now there's a little bit of hazards exchange, and Chansey can tank the Tyranitar all day, but it decides to not do any more tanking and just counter. Uncommon on Chansey, but very viable. With Salamence revealing that he's probably not max speed after switching out against Genesect because he was Dragon Danced, meaning there was a reason to fear the Scarf. 31% is enough for counter to KO because of Chansey's impressive, incredible hit points. Sigilyph comes in, starts setting up all day, until he realizes there's nothing it can do against Skarmory this turn. 33%. Skarmory takes that Ice Fang like a boss. And how to get rid of... Well, he just sets up more spikes because he's not threatened. Since he comes in for... Oh, Pain Split. Apparently predicting the Pain Split nicely. Solomon's not able to take another Seismic Toss, except it risks. Now it can be taking Seismic Tosses and setting up all day, but it doesn't. It just goes for the Earthquake. And here's the major misplay for A-Stark. It goes for Earthquake. Lucario gets his Swords Dance. A-Stark Rage Quits. Good games, good war, everyone. See you next time.